So we've got an exciting workshop coming up with special guest Richmond Heath from Trauma Release Australia. Richmond, we've got you online here just for a handful of questions to give everyone a quick rundown on what the workshop entails. So trauma release exercises, give us the quick snippet.
So basically trauma release exercises, we look at using some really basic simple exercises to deliberately invoke tremoring and shaking. Now, just about anyone who's ever done Pilates or any sort of gym will have had the experience of their body starting to shake, and we tend to interpret that as just saying, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, and I need to stop. However, those tremors are actually a doorway to a deeper tremor that gets organised out of the nervous system itself, because that tremoring and shaking is actually the body's innate reflex to unwind deeper and unconscious tension patterns that we tend to be trying to work against in Pilates.
So it's essentially a different part of the brain that we're using here as like an unconscious level versus a conscious level, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever we get stressed, no one consciously chooses to pick their shoulders up and get a sore neck or tighten up their psoas and get a sore back. So it's all happening in the brain at an unconscious level. Now, when we do most forms of exercises, we're tending to try and access the brain that's conscious and to consciously control or let go of those parts of our body holding tension.
We're going to actually allow the muscles here to find a natural way to unwind, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So just as the way the body tightens up and contracts unconsciously, the body also has an unconscious reflex, which is tremoring and shaking, to release those tension patterns. So rather than only trying to use our conscious brain to make ourselves relax and make muscles relax, we're going to activate the body and the brainstem's deep reflex for unwinding that tension on its own.
Sounds amazing. So the simplicity of these exercises, it takes a handful of exercise to invoke the tremors, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to use some very simple exercises to fatigue the muscles of the legs, pelvis and lower back, which are primarily our fight or flight muscles. Theoretically, though, you could use any set of exercises, which is why sometimes doing any sort of Pilates exercises, you may start to get and the experience of a tremor. The beauty of the TRE ones is they're very simple. Anyone can do them or we can adapt them, and it means that you can then use this process and deliberately activate tremors at home on your own for the rest of your life once you use it. So you can continually release and relax and unwind these tension patterns that we can't get to consciously.
So my experience of doing a workshop with you a couple of years ago was the exercises were actually very simple and the tremors were pretty fascinating the way they played out in your body. You've expressed in the past, Richmond, how some people are a little bit concerned about those tremors, a little scared about what happens.
Yeah, one of the things that people get worried about is going, one of two things. One is I'm going to be out of control and my body's going to be flapping all over the place. And the second thing is that people go, but if this is unwinding stress and trauma, I'm going to be emotionally overwhelmed. So part of the beauty of this process is that even though you can't control the movements that your body are making while it's tremoring, you can actually regulate and turn on and off this tremor process. So at the workshop, apart from teaching how to invoke these tremors or to allow them to occur and let your body move and unwind on its own, really the main part of my job is to teach you how to regulate it, which is often as simple as putting your legs out straight, relaxing the muscle and the tremors stop, so that you never get overwhelmed, you never feel out of control. So it's not a cathartic process, it's not about an emotional release, primarily it's about a physical release of these unconscious tension patterns that the body makes whenever we're stressed or traumatized.
And the benefits of someone leaving the workshop?
So first of all, you'll take away or retake away, because this is a process that's already inside you, you'll take away this simple process that you can then use every day or every second day for the rest of your life to physically keep unwinding and getting more calm and relaxed. The vast majority of people will find that by doing this process regularly, they're going to sleep better, they'll be able to breathe better, they'll feel more calm and relaxed, they'll get less anxious. Basically everything that happens whenever we're feeling less stressed. These areas in the body that are locked down and holding tension, most often unconsciously, and they show up in Pilates as parts of the body that we can't find or access, we can't feel, and we therefore definitely can't consciously release them or control their movement. So by adding TRE or these neurogenic tremors to your existing Pilates routine, you're going to have a deeper connection with your body. Your body itself is going to find these tension patterns and unwind them, so you'll now have greater freedom, greater movement, greater flexibility, and a much greater chance to then physically and consciously control and refine the movement that you're going to be doing in your Pilates classes or whatever you're doing in your chosen sport or activity.
The session's 2 till 5 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, Saturday, August the 31st. More information can be found on the website at TRE Australia, and bookings can be made through balancecontrolpilates.com. You'll see the links on the website there. Look forward to you sharing your extensive knowledge with us, Richmond, and as a past client at Balance Control, it'll be great to have you back since you've moved away in recent years. Thanks a lot.
You're very welcome. Really looking forward to getting back into the studio and really looking forward to reintroducing people to this great reflex which is freely available within all of us.